Thank you, Governor, and happy Saturday, everyone. During this pandemic, we continue to see more and more people stepping up, and you heard many examples from the governor. Following the governor's charge to make sure that we have more and more testing in the state of Illinois, Riverside Healthcare has stepped up and is offering free COVID-19 testing to residents of Pembroke Township in Kankakee County on Tuesday, April 28th, and Sun River Terrace on Friday, May 1st. Pembroke Township and Sun River Terrace residents can contact Riverside Healthcare to make an appointment and get themselves tested. We want to say thank you to all the healthcare systems, the nonprofits, the community organizations, and all others who are helping during this unprecedented time. I hate to have to do this, but I'd like to address some of the myths, rumors, and general misinformation about how to protect yourself from COVID-19. Injecting, ingesting, snorting household cleaners is dangerous. It is not advised and can be deadly. In the past 2 days, there's been a significant increase in calls to the Illinois Poison Center compared to this same time last year, associated with exposures to cleaning agents. Some recent examples include the use of a detergent solution for a sinus rinse and gargling with a bleach and mouthwash mixture in an attempt to kill coronavirus. Illinois poison control specialists are available 24/7 to help with any concerns, and they can be reached at 1-800-222-1222. Again, that's 1-800-222-1222. Please listen to scientists and health experts about how to stay healthy and how to protect yourself from being sick with this novel coronavirus. As you've heard the adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. The best way to stay healthy is to avoid becoming infected in the first place. And to do that, stay home. If you do have to go out, please wear a face covering. Maintain 6 feet of distance between you and others. Make sure to wash your hands frequently. Please do not try home remedies that involve ingesting cleaners or disinfectants. You could have very dire consequences. Speaking of hospitalizations, let's recount the numbers of individuals in the hospital associated with COVID-19. As of midnight, 4,699 individuals were hospitalized with COVID-19. Of those, roughly a quarter, or 1,244 patients, were in the ICU. And of those in the ICU, there were 763 who were on ventilators. For the last 24 hours, we've added an additional 2,119 cases, which brings our Illinois total case count to 41,777. Unfortunately, there are 80 Illinoisans that lost their fight with COVID-19, which brings our total fatality number to 1,874. Over the last 24 hours, we ran 11,985 tests. We have been ramping up testing. This will allow us to make more informed decisions moving forward. So for now, let's continue to join together, not literally, of course, and follow the science that shows that social distancing or physical distancing does work. Please stay strong.